Oh, that last one was loud. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
My ears are
I'm
ringing
Hess.
from that.
From a cowbell?
Yeah, that last one got me a little bit, boy. Today we're talking about the Sopranos episodes 5 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
We had a little encounter at the gym with each other.
What? No, we did not.
we,
Oh,
we, had,
like
we, had a
what?
little, we had a little encounter in the gym. No, we had a little, not argument.
It
but-
wasn't even at the gym. It was here.
No, it was at the gym. I was asking on the treadmill which episodes to watch, and you were like, "Well, you do a podcast on it, and you don't know what episodes to watch."
Well,
I figured it out
it took you a long
after I
time.
got it wrong like 4 times. I
Yeah.
figured it out.
I don't even remember what they're called.
It's Big Girls Don't Cry.
Oh, yeah.
Don't cry. And yo, let's play poker for an hour. Hey.
There's something fucking wrong with him.
I think so.
That's what they were called. I'm pretty sure. You could double check.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was Big Girls Don't Cry, and I don't remember what the other one. I might have wrote it
Yeah,
down.
yeah. It doesn't
What-
matter. It's episode 7.
What do they call
It's
the game?
6, you
It's
fucking
like
dumbass.
it's like an elite.
What?
It's
It's
not
6.
an elite game.
Yeah, that one was an elite game with.
Executive.
That's called the executive. Oh,
Executive.
it's an executive game. Okay.
It's probably called something with that. Maybe no. I don't know.
Big Girls Don't Cry, and
This is riveting.
I don't think I wrote it down.
Wow. So who's worse, the guy that takes notes and doesn't write it down, or me that I forgot?
Oh, the Happy Wanderer.
The Happy Underwear?
The Happy Wanderer.
Oh, that makes.
The Happy Wanderer.
Although the Happy Underwear sounds like a better title, I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
I wish I had some Happy Underwear. Do you guys wish you were Mormon just so you could have special underwear?
No.
Because they have those, they have like those super underwear.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I don't have any. I don't know anything about it.
I've always kind
And
of, I always kind of wished I could have special underwear. Notice I'm not calling them panties.
Yeah. I feel like any underwear you put on is special, if you know what I'm saying.
That's kind of cute.
I mean, it guards both.
I want to mention too. I put up a poll, our first poll
You did?
on Pleeka. I put up there like 5 minutes ago, and I put what kind of videos do people prefer. I put podcasts, gameplays, chefing around, something else, vlogs maybe.
Mm.
So if people want to vote on that, maybe we'll try to do more of whatever they vote on, or we'll just ignore it. One or the other.
You know, I
We'll
watched
always do one or the other.
I watched our vlog, and at the end, he yells at you to show him some
Yeah,
titty.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
I
show some titty.
totally forgot he did
I was so
that.
disappointed. Hess
Yeah.
didn't show any titty.
That was pretty funny.
It's always disappointing when you hang out with Hess and don't get to see some titty, you know?
No, not really. I've seen enough.
I want to bring up too something Hess said he was going to bring up last podcast, and then we both forgot to because we're like little boys with bad memories.
Mm-hmm.
Storming Area 51. What are your guys' thoughts on people going to storm Area 51? Do you think that's really going to happen?
No.
And do you think say it does happen? Do you think there will be a lot of deaths, or do you think
Yes.
it'll just be those like, hey, get out of here, fuckers?
Did you see the video they put out of what'll happen if people storm Area 51?
I saw clips of it. I didn't see the full
Yeah.
thing.
Bang, 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 you're dead.
But I guess they said too for how many people signed the petition and like all that shit, like how many people would go if everyone did show up, there'd just be a traffic jam because there's like one road that leads there, so like no one would like half the people wouldn't even actually be able to make it there if everyone did show up at the same time.
And everyone's gonna go on that same street. Just like
What I don't get either is like, do you say people show up too and like say they really find aliens and shit like that? Do you think it'll change the world, or do you think by next Tuesday people will be like, yeah, okay, whatever, they found a UFO?
I honestly, I saw like the shit, and I was like, oh, whatever. When I read it, because
But like say like for you don't go, but you hear on the news that they found aliens there, like they found like dead bodies, or they found a UFO or like a ray gun and some random shit like that. Would it change your life at all? Would you do anything different?
Nope.
I don't think I would either. I think it'd be like, oh, that's cool, and then literally the next week, I'd be like, okay, cool. I already kind of thought there's probably aliens because why wouldn't there be? But
You
whatever.
think there's aliens, ray guns, and UFOs at Area 51?
Absolutely.
I don't necessarily know if they're at Area 51, but I think that exists.
Hmm.
Can you get out of here, you stupid
You
bug?
haven't watched the Netflix special?
Nope.
There's a Netflix special about Area 51?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There's probably 100 specials.
Yeah,
on
but
there.
and Netflix one makes it sound more like
I
engaging.
know. Did you see the
It's-
Netflix?
Yeah, the Netflix one's better.
Yeah, pretty much. It's actually quite boring.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck! I'm not
I
watching
mean,
it now.
yeah.
Thanks for recommending it to me. Then going, it's actually pretty boring. I actually don't
Well,
think you
I'm
should
just
watch
saying,
it.
you know, I unfortunately had to watch. I didn't have to watch it, but I did. And I
They
was
held him
like,
at gunpoint with a ray gun. They're like, "You watch this motherfucker, and you believe in us."
Um,
I could have done something else better.
I kind of don't believe that there's anything there.
I feel like at this point, like especially now, because like they put it on social media, like they should have secretly done all this shit.
But I also I don't believe there's anything there. But if there is something there, it's not gonna be like, "Wow, son of a bitch." I just okay, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
think I don't think it would change
Well,
anything.
hot diggity dog.
Yeah,
But-
if they do storm it now and they find something, I want Hess to either tweet or like respond to the video going, "Hot diggity dog, there's
Yeah.
aliens."
I'll remember that.
If they're gonna storm it, they should do it like D-Day and just have everybody come at the same, like just a wall of fucking stupid people.
Yeah, like helicopter.
And then
and
eventually some of them would make it in if there's that many
Well,
people.
See, here's when I knew it was a fucking joke. Is when they said that people were going to be Naruto running
Yeah,
towards fucking. Area
yeah.
51.
That was, I was the same.
I didn't even know what that was at the time. I had to ask.
I don't know what the fuck
It's
that is.
from the show Naruto.
Like that's how Wraith runs, right?
Basically, yeah. Actually, I
Yeah.
never even thought of that.
I
They're
have-
gonna run. They're gonna wraith.
It's the
Everyone,
first-
if we go,
It-
everyone else will be
fucking
doing that,
ostrich.
and we'll be wraith running in there.
That's the first thing I thought of was Apex.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
I wouldn't waste my
I
time.
didn't know what that was. I was like, I don't know what fucking Naruto running is.
Well, I mean, who cares? I mean, like, I guess if you're gonna fucking run into an army base, you might as well make it worth your while before you get shot.
Sure,
Yeah.
make it easier for him. Yeah,
Would that make it easier? At least you're bent down.
Absolutely.
You're bent down a little. You're less of
Yeah,
a
you're,
target.
you're ducking a little bit. They can't actually hit your head.
It's not gonna happen.
Sure.
I actually kind of hope it happens now for how much that's gone around it, but I don't think it will. I don't think anything will happen that day. Plus, it's so long. Most people that
When's
sign
it supposed to happen?
sometime in August.
September 20th.
September 20th. That's even
Ah.
farther. Like no one's gonna
Yeah.
care at that point. I already kind of lost interest,
Yeah.
and we're talking
Yeah,
about it on here.
did you see the guy who actually created the page?
Oh no.
Oh, he looks special.
Wow. I don't know what that
Dude,
means.
I wish you could look it up right now, Jerome, just to see it. Cause
Here, let me look.
Like-
I'm gonna look it up. So just look up like the creator of the Area 51.
just type Area 51 creator or something like that. Or
So
something.
the guy that created
Area 51. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you trying to find it so you can like text it to me, Hess?
No.
Oh, he's like checking his Facebook page. He hung up on me.
What the
Did
fuck
you
is
accidentally hang up or?
I have no idea.
Oh whoa. He looks like a very nerdy version of Bam Margera.
happening? He better fucking. But we spent that much time for that dude.
The video's hilarious because like at the end he starts Naruto running, and he takes
Oh, yeah, it is
like one step and like slips, and then like the entire time he's like just fucking like slowly going to the right while he's fucking running. It's hilarious. I was fucking dying.
Roberts admits he's a little out there.
That's crazy that like
He did look a little
like
like
petitions are becoming such a thing. Like no matter what it is, I get so annoyed anytime there's a petition now. Like for Game of Thrones, that petition, and then the guy even like got like upset that he made his own petition that it got popular before. And he was like, "I'm sorry about it," blah blah blah, and like was mad that people were criticizing his petition. And like, well, you were criticizing the show.
Yeah, that was the dumbest
All those
thing I've ever
petitions just they're so stupid.
heard. Anyone can do a petition, and anyone
Yeah.
can sign it. It doesn't mean
I'm
anything.
gonna start a petition to make Hess do the podcast naked every week.
Yeah, I'll sign
See
it.
how many signs I can get on there.
At least 2.
How many signs would I have to get for you to be like, all right,
They're called
I'll do it?
They're called signatures, not signs.
Some signs. I want their
How many
Herbie. I want
signs
their
can I
Herbie
get?
Hancocks.
Yeah.
500,000
500. That's a lot of signs. I guess
signatures.
it's a lot of signs.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you guys want to talk about Sopranos now?
No.
Okay.
So you're on vacation next
Oh
week.
yeah, we got to talk about next week.
Yes, I am.
So Jerome and I are going to do this podcast.
Freestyle, baby.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about Sopranos. We're just going to blab.
Right.
So a couple of things we're going to talk about. One, I thought this might be a good idea for you.
Okay.
You probably need something to watch.
So we're gonna make a sex tape and we'll send it to you.
Yeah.
And you're gonna
Wow.
critique it and we'll make a video out of it. You'd be like, Jerome, I think you could like reel Nick from behind a little better if you put your leg up here and stuff like that.
That's
you know.
interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's not true, but it's interesting.
Right.
True
No,
as
I
far
was
as I
thinking
know.
you should, because you like downloading shit on Amazon, you can kind of get a little boner out of it.
No.
He does actually.
Thank
kinda
you.
Get a little bit of a
Thank
boner
you.
out of that.
You
You
should-
I could watch it at my work.
You should watch The Boys.
The
Ah,
boys.
it'd be interesting to hear his opinion on that.
Last
though.
week, Billy Jackson commented, "Hey, are you gonna do videos on The Boys?" And I didn't know what it was. I had forgotten.
Mhm.
And Jerome, he had shown me the trailer a long time ago. It's like superhero stuff,
Oh.
but
But like way more mature and
yeah, and like it's not like Superman and like Marvel. It's like you don't need to know shit beforehand. You know what I
Right.
mean? I watched the first episode. It was really good.
yeah, I really like it.
And-
It's from Seth Rogen also.
And I'm not even
okay.
sure. I'm not even sure. There was one scene in the beginning that had superhero stuff in it,
Mm-hmm.
but that was. I mean, it's not like
Yeah,
like
I'm in episode 3 and there hasn't been any.
there's
reason
no
why
one
like that.
saving the day.
Yeah, it's kind of mocking it too in a way where it's like if Marvel Studios like they could, like making the movies and all that if they had real superheroes making the movies basically. So like they're out doing real superhero shit, but then they're like they have PR teams that like, hey, you can't do that because like it keeps going on. But then like there's people trying to take them down, and it gets real graphic. Like there's a guy that's invisible and he keeps going in the women's bathroom and he just hang out there naked.
Yeah, the only way he can get invisible is if he's naked.
Yeah,
Oh, perfect.
yeah.
So then he shows up, and all of a sudden you just see this dude's dong hanging, and you're like, "Wow, I didn't need to see that."
All right.
So if you watch
Can't
on the
wait.
plane,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, there's a few
Apparently.
dicks in the show.
there's a few dicks.
Which I
but
like- I like dicks in
I've
the
watched
superheroes.
about an episode and a half, so we're gonna finish it before next week, and then talk about
We'll
that.
talk about that, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and maybe Hobbs and Hobbs. I was gonna say Hobbs and Shaw potentially, or do an Earth to do it with that.
and then I'm trying to talk Jerome into watching Mindhunter.
I always want to call that Manhunter.
Me too, actually. I watched season 1 fucking forever ago. Season 2's coming out in August, so maybe we could do like some episodes on that.
You know,
that.
another Jack Ryan's coming out soon too.
I know he'd have to catch up.
Which
on
I
that
saw
too.
the guy that's making
it's
the
good
Hitchhiker's Guide is the same guy that did Jack Ryan also.
Yeah, that's another thing you should probably watch.
I want to. There's just so many shit coming out. It's hard to watch everything and do our shit too.
Yeah, it was fun doing the Stranger Things videos.
Right.
I'd like to do that with Mindhunter, but like sometimes Jerome isn't up for the same shit I'm up for to do that for.
Well, it's just by the time it's over, I'm like just so done with doing videos.
Yeah.
But like it is fun. But then it like I wish we could just like live stream it so they could be like boop we're done and then like that would make it so much
That would
better.
be nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that can't happen.
it could happen. It'd be less fun though. 'Cause
But
I won't
anyway,
be
so
able to
that's-
put the clips in there.
That's
and shit.
next week, and I just thought it might. I even hesitate to say The Boys was superheroes because I think that would turn people off because it is, but it's not
Yeah,
what
and
it's about.
well, like the main people that the show's about aren't. None of them have powers as far as I've seen.
yeah.
So it's not really about superheroes in a way. But that's really good. I like it so far. There's only 8 episodes too.
And it was. I mean, it's fucking. Like the special effects were amazing.
Yeah,
in
it
the
looks like
first
they
episode.
spent a couple bucks on it at least.
Yeah,
Like at least $5.
Nice.
yeah. It was good. It was something I would recommend so
I'll have
far.
to check it out. Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
All right, so I always want to say "to the fucking Lou," but
I told you. I hear that's your catchphrase now.
so from now, big go.
That's how we have to end every podcast now. I'll say my
Big
spiel and
goat.
you go toodle fucking Lou, and we end it.
I was gonna say, yeah, season 2, episode 5. Big girls don't fucking cry.
Okay.
Yeah. Works.
All right, so what do you guys think of these episodes? I liked them a lot. He thought they were average.
I thought they were just they're.
Hess is tired.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't think anything special about them.
I enjoyed them. I think we're kind of getting it's building towards the head. I think a lot with like the whole Richie and Janice shit. And
I literally had a hard time turning off the last episode. Like I was gonna watch like 10 minutes of it while I ate, and I ended up watching the last half hour. So I mean, I was
I did
really
not
into
have
it.
that problem.
Yeah.
And then with I don't know, Sporting Goods Store's dad, his son. I know him from Nip Tuck.
That's not. Have you seen
Yeah.
Teeth?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen Teeth.
In Teeth, he has sex with his sister. She bites off his dick with her vagina and feeds it to the dog.
Interesting.
Same
Yeah.
guy.
The same guy.
Yeah.
It's funny because we were watching it. He walked in the room and I was like, "Isn't he like a creepy dude in some movie?" And Taylor looks him up and she's like, "Oh, he's the brother in Teeth." And I was like, "Oh, yep, he's real fucking creepy in that. He's always hitting
Yeah.
on his sister." So then she finally is like, when she finds out she has teeth in her vagina, she's like, "Oh, fuck him," and he'll be all happy. And then like I'll bite his dick off.
I can imagine that's a really good movie.
It's very
teeth.
weird. Cause like she can't
Sounds
control
Yeah.
it for a while, and she tries to have sex with people, and then when she gets angry, her vagina like snaps at their dicks.
Isn't that what happens to you? Your vagina snaps?
Mm-hmm. Ask Hess.
Has.
You know,
I
talking to you is a real challenge.
I'm sorry that you can't speak.
I'm sorry I can't speak either. I can speak to everybody else.
That's a shame. All right, so
Or either that or they just don't call me out on it.
I guess this episode, so it's Christopher in writing class,
yes.
and then kind
Yeah,
of
it turned into Barry.
yeah, a little bit, huh? And then Tony asks Artie for if Furio can work in his place. I like how he was like making the food and just had the cigarette fucking in his.
Yeah.
What was the point of him actually like work? Because he said that he'd pay him. So what was the point of him being? Is it just so like for paperwork that like
Yeah.
it looks like he has a
Yeah,
job?
probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
She's like, watch the ash.
God, she is such a bitch.
So when Furio gets there, that's basically getting Polly a promotion, Sylvia a promotion, leaving
Right.
Pussy back. He's pushing the Pussy back. Now Pussy has to only talk to Polly or Sylvia.
yeah, it was weird that they haven't, as far as maybe I missed a scene, they haven't said they're suspicious of Pussy, but it
They
seems
haven't
like they're
said.
very suspicious of Pussy.
They don't trust him.
Yeah, absolutely.
They haven't said it, but it's extremely obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he seems like he's kind of getting the hint, like, oh boy, they might know.
Well, I mean, yeah, like at that dinner, he's like,
he's
eating.
like, I'm eating, and he's like, can you keep this warm?
Yeah, and Johnny Sack comes
Yeah.
sit down, and he lets.
You mean Roxy Star?
Yeah, and he lets Furio sit there, and Furio's like in his fucking waiter's outfit, and then Pussy
Yeah.
has to get up. He's in a suit and shit. He's
Yep.
like, I got some calls to make anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Sure
yeah,
you do.
right.
I never saw him on the phone.
I don't think they showed him.
We saw him with the fucking cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he went right to the cop, Skip.
Yeah.
Skip McGee.
How many cops are named Skip? Raise your hand. And he's just bitching, and that cop's eating it up. He's like,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
and he's
yeah,
feeding
yeah. What did
into
I
it.
tell you? Tony's a dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he doesn't give a fuck about you, and he just keeps going on and on.
Yeah, and so at the same time, Melfi's. This is the episode where Melfi decides to get Tony back, basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
She talks to her therapist a lot. Therapist kind of hints that she might be in love with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he asked if she's sexually attracted to him, and she pauses, and she's like, well, I have feelings for him, but not sexual feelings. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't buy that,
I don't either.
but I think she represses it pretty good.
Yeah.
And then, so were you guys surprised at Christopher's acting?
Yeah.
Not Michael Imperi. I can't say his last name, so let's not even try that again. Not his acting, but Christopher's acting.
I wasn't, but because I've seen it.
I kind of forgot, like, where I remembered him punching the guy
I was gonna
out.
say, as soon as he started doing that, I was like, oh yeah, he beats that guy's ass.
Yeah, Mitch. It was so funny. So it's all dad issues, which
Yeah.
I think
Right.
keeps coming up.
Oh, really?
Yeah. His dad was, I don't remember exactly what happened. Not that I would tell you anyways.
Right.
But, I
Thanks
mean,
for that.
dad issues keep coming up. But I liked how Adriana's like, oh, well, maybe he just reminded you of your dad and da-da-da-da. And he's like,
Yeah.
he gets all mad
That's
at
when
him.
she's like, and then
At the end, he throws everything away.
yeah,
Yeah.
he ended up kind of listening to her a little bit, like just right
Yeah.
from the heart.
Yeah.
At first, it kind of seemed like he was like giving up on it. They're like the way they did it,
Yeah.
but then he's gonna go back and write. His story is right now the most interesting to me.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of surprises me.
Especially because how much I hated him last season.
Yeah.
And watching him in Californication really turned him around for me.
I don't like it when he gets all fucking high and shit. That
Yeah,
annoys-
Yeah, it is a little weird.
It annoys
I feel like
me.
every show that's like similar to this in any way has to have their little side Jesse character all of a sudden get strung out.
Yeah.
Like
Kinda.
that always has to happen.
A little bit. I mean, he's definitely a good druggie.
Yeah.
I just don't like it.
I don't either.
I guess in the beginning of the episode, Tony gets all pissed off. He doesn't. I guess the whole episode he's mad and doesn't know why.
Yeah, I like that. He's like, I just want to smash your face in. Or that was the second one, right? That is the
Maybe,
second one because
yeah.
he's like, I don't know why I'm mad. I'm just mad.
Yeah, but it started like it started like before, but he's like talking about it at least.
Yeah.
So Janice is trying to take a loan on the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He gets fucking pissed about that.
Then goes to see her, and then Richie's there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
You liking Richie?
Nope.
He's pretty much a douchebag.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna be a problem as soon as I saw him.
Yeah. He offers Janice the money, which it's funny. He's like, "I'll give you the money, honey." And then, but like in the last episode, he's like, "Yeah, well, Tony got me started with giving me $50,000." So he's like, "I'll give you the money because Tony gave me the money." Is basically what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then she's like, only 50,000.
Yeah.
Whatever Dingle Dick McGee got 50,000 30 years ago.
How many Dingle Dick McGees are there in the world?
It's just something that comes quick.
I'm gonna have to take your word on that. Like, would you jerk them or suck them?
It comes quick to my brain. It's an easy thing to say.
He comes quick in his brain, huh?
You know, Dingle Dick McGee.
So like, it doesn't matter if it's accurate or not. It just
No.
comes quick. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I guess basically the whole episode is Christopher acting. He gets too into it with his father. Eventually, he gets too into the character, beats up the guy, and quits the class, like we said. Then we get Furio also beating the shit out of everybody.
That was a crazy scene. Yeah.
Which so he's going back to the place that Christopher started.
Yeah, like the beginning of the episode, right? Where he goes in
Yeah.
there and asks the guy for
And
money.
and
Puts the little paint up the guy's nose.
Yeah. But Furio fucks shit up.
Yeah.
He fucking shoots the guy in his knee.
He punches that
Beats the
girl
shit
so
out of
many
the-
times.
Yeah.
The lady, and then he's
the
like,
wife or
"Ah,
whatever."
ah," and she's like, ah!
That was pretty good.
I want to see his
reenactment.
reenactments of all the fight scenes in this show.
Yeah. It was weird when he was like talking Italian to her because she doesn't speak Italian.
No.
So I'm thinking, what is this like? What's he saying?
Yeah, I hate that. Anytime they talk any of that, they're just like,
I know, it doesn't,
Russian,
it doesn't tell you.
Chinese, whatever. They'll just put whatever language. I'm like, that's cool. I don't need that information. I just want to know what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing is that like I mean, I guess we weren't supposed to know. He's just talking shit.
I think it's because they're
Yes.
lazy.
Who's lazy?
They're showrunners.
Oh.
They're too lazy to write down what he's really saying. It
They're
would,
like, say something in Italian.
it would crack open the whole show. They're just like, just go, say random shit. They don't even know what you're saying. He could have said, hey, I want a pot pie. No one would know.
That's true. She's
Unless
like,
you
oh, no,
focus-
Popeye.
Yeah.
Unless you speak Italian.
Yeah, then you're watching the show like, that's, would you guys remember that one scene in season 2 of the guy
If you're
yelled for a
like
pot pie?
You were
Screaming
saying
for
you wanted a fucking
Popeye.
pot pie.
Yeah. That's my theory.
State zitte, puttana! Sia fortunato che non t'ha già ammazzato.
Why do I get this feeling
Any-
John's gonna like show the video and then put Popeye?
Probably.
Anytime
absolutely.
someone is in the show speaking another language, they're yelling for pot pies.
Yeah.
Nobody likes that many Popeye. I mean, I like a
I like,
Popeye.
I like pot pies.
I like pot pies, but like I don't want to scream for one.
I don't like
what about
pot pies.
Popeye?
How do you not like pot pies?
I just don't
there's,
like 'em.
What kinds? There's chicken, turkey, beef.
The beefs are pretty.
Those breakfast bowl ones. What ones do you like? All
I
of
don't
them?
know. I never had a breakfast one. I didn't know they had breakfast one. I'd try a breakfast one.
They're good. You got like you can get eggs and bacon and sausage in there, a little bit of cheese.
Where would one go to get a pot pie anywhere? nowadays?
Winco, Fry, Safeway, Walmart,
Yeah, a grocery store.
any grocery store really.
I thought maybe you guys like there was like a restaurant you went to that you could get a pot pie.
No, I like fake pot pies. I don't think a real pot pie
Yeah,
is
he's
great.
talking banquet or like
Yeah,
fucking
banquet.
Okay.
Or you could get some healthy choice ones. Those are pretty good too.
Marie Callender's.
Village Inn.
You should start making Pleeka pot pies.
They make regular pies. I don't know about.
I bet you can get a fucking pot pie at Village Inn.
So I mean,
Call
Alexa,
Village Inn on 3rd Street and
pie
Bell.
at Village Inn?
Could you repeat that?
Can you get a pot pie at Village Inn?
I mean that's the.
He sounds so pissed.
It is 13
You should.
4 miles
You
away.
hey. You should call them and ask if they serve pot pies.
That's the dumbest reason to call them.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being on the phone there like, do you guys have pot pies? Yeah.
I
Okay,
mean-
see you later.
They probably have a menu online.
Yeah, look it up. Village Inn. I bet you they have pot pies. It sounds like
You know,
we're
for
saying
someone
pot
that
pies.
doesn't like pot pies.
I know. He's like, I guarantee you they have them. I don't like them, and I would never order one. But
It's like an old person place. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, they have
100%.
great chicken pot pies. They have a bunch of reviews for them.
They're probably delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we cracked the case. Anybody watching this podcast wanted a Village Inn had pot pies, go there and get yours now.
Ta-da.
Drop
Hey,
a review below.
Village Inn, you should sponsor us.
Yeah, they should. So this episode ends with him going back to
Rehab.
Melfi.
Yep.
It's not.
I'm happy. I'm glad.
I'm happy you're glad too.
Yeah, it was a it was a big dynamic in the first season, and it worked. And yeah,
Yeah, it got a little awkward those 2 episodes of them going there.
This second episode, she was kind of fucking with him a little bit.
yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
It's almost like she's gotten quite comfortable with what he does,
Yeah,
And
very.
it's-
All of a sudden, yeah.
and it's almost like she's like tiptoeing the line of like, you know, I want to know more. You know, I don't
Mhm.
know.
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, she's just more comfortable with him.
Yeah.
I'm out of ruined dinner. I just realized I never got staked out.
What?
Wow. He ruined dinner.
I told her I was going to, and then I went and took a bath. Should I go get him out now? She asked if we're going to the gym. Would that be bad? Getting chicken and steaks out now?
They're not gonna be.
6:20.
They're not gonna be thawed by the time we want to eat.
It might be. It's hot outside. Should I go try?
I mean, I don't care. We could go to the store too.
I'll do it just in case.
Okay.
You guys talk about The Sopranos.
You can't refreeze them.
Well, we have a refrigerator. That'll work.
Yeah.
All right. So episode 6, The Happy Wanderer.
The happy one.
I like this episode more than the first one.
Yeah,
But I liked
I
them
think
both
so.
a lot.
I enjoyed both of them.
I really liked the poker game and the whole thing around
Yeah.
it.
I was interested, you know, when they first started talking about this executive game, and I'm going, I wonder if like we're gonna see that. I didn't expect to see it like
Oh, really?
this. No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
that's-
didn't, because you know he's talking to fucking Junior, and then he finds out, and I did not think that his brother was retarded at first. Like when they first started, I thought he was like gay, so they kind of like
Oh,
kept him under wrap because he's like, well, you know, it was different back then. Like,
right.
so I'm going, well, okay, maybe he was gay, but apparently he was fucking retarded.
Yeah.
According to Tony,
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
I liked it. So they met in the doctor's office. Which from now on, that's the way they got to meet.
Yeah.
But I like he's like, Tony's thinking about it. He's like, oh, Mom always talked about Dad's feeble-minded brother. I just thought she was
Yeah.
talking about you.
Yeah, I really liked that. I thought
Junior
that was
liked-
funny. And he's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was
Wow.
hilarious. The show opens up with them at college, like
Yes.
forget what it's called, but it's like
Like an orientation?
yeah, kind of, not really though.
Oh.
But it's like a fair, and they're like,
That's not fair.
Yeah, I think they were at their local high school, and they just had a bunch of colleges come in pitching why to go to their school. That's the way I took it. I don't know.
Wasn't
Yeah,
she
it
was
already
like-
in college?
like
Yeah.
a job fair, but for college, a college fair. I don't
Wasn't
know.
she already in college?
No, she's in high school. She's a senior in high school.
Remember, she went episode 5 last season. She went and toured the colleges. Got
Yeah,
drunk.
see, I thought at this point, they toured him, and then I thought she went off to college.
Apparently,
yeah,
ha-
she's senior.
apparently, it hasn't been a year yet.
And I guess,
Because
yeah.
she wants the solo. And
Maybe-
she's like, I'm a senior. This
she
is the
could have
last
been-
one,
that-
so
she
yeah.
could have been a
It really
junior.
confused me.
She could have been a junior when they were looking for stuff,
Because
though.
it really confused me, and they're looking at colleges and stuff, and I was and they're talking about it. I was like, I thought she's been in college this whole season.
No, because we'll see her go to college.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Does she ask Tony if he's in the mob again?
no, I think she knows this at that point.
Yeah.
We talked about. I wrote down that Tony tells Muffy he's angry and doesn't know why, but we already talked about that. It shows a different poker game in the beginning.
Yeah, well,
Right.
it shows Richie's poker game.
Yeah,
And then what's his face? Terminator gets in trouble there.
and his name's Davey or Dave. I wrote down Dave, and then they literally called him Davey the rest of the episode.
He's T2.
T2,
Yeah.
Tito's.
Vodka.
So what'd you say?
You said Tito's. I said vodka.
Oh, T2, not Tito.
Yeah.
I
You know,
guess,
like
I guess.
Terminator 2.
Terminator 2.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like
Well,
he got
you're-
it.
We're talking about Terminators. You're talking about vodka.
I was like, bourbon. Just starts naming thing. So then Jin walks in. Johnny White Walker entered the room.
Wow. Slow your roll there, kid.
Oh. So he owes Richie like $7,000, $8,000, something like that.
Yeah,
Seven,
yeah, and he
yeah.
gives him money later on as short.
Yeah. So Richie's like, all right, you're not in the game anymore. Fuck you. Blah blah blah.
Which is fine. Which he handled it the right way. He wasn't a dickwad.
Yeah, I was actually surprised how much of not of a dick
You
he
know?
was there to him.
He was
Yeah.
just like,
No, yeah,
I don't wanna
totally.
see you at another one of my games until I'm fucking paid in full.
Absolutely, 100%. And then he weasels his way into the executive game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 5 fucking
Tony
boxes
really
of
should
ziti.
not have let him in.
And it ends up being 45 boxes of ziti.
Yeah, like Tony takes a nap, and then he's like, well, "How much is he at now?" And he's like, 45 or 50 now, or whatever. And he's like, he said you wanted him to do another 10.
Yeah,
And Tony looks like, oh fuck.
And then what I didn't understand is the guy had no idea how serious this was.
No, yeah. And Tony said it like 9 times, like, this is not for you. Like, this
Yeah.
is not for you.
That's like the only line Tony says in like this entire episode.
Jesus. Did you step on your dog?
Abby just got home, so fucking they're going to go crazy here.
Yeah, I mean, he begged him not to go in the game, and then he talks him into letting him go in the game, loses all his money, and then has no clue about the shit. It's just fucking amazing.
This is it just shows how addicted he is to gambling.
Yeah, I like it
time.
in every fucking mafia mob thing. If someone gambles, they're a degenerate fucking gambler. It's
Yeah.
just what they're called.
Yeah.
But he's like legit it.
I like.
Yeah.
I don't remember who got called it, but I liked in the episode someone was called a motherless fuck. I think it was
That sound-
Polly that called someone it.
I think it's Silvio when he's
Oh yeah,
talking
it
to
was
the,
Silvio. He's
the,
talking
the
about
guy
the
that was
guy.
trying to clean the cheese. And
Yeah.
he's like, I like the fucking cheese in my fucking feet.
Yeah. He's like, take that, you motherless fuck.
Sylvia was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he was wound up pretty fucking tight.
What made it funny is that he's not usually like that.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
And so like, did Tony tell that guy to clean
But
up the
they
cheese
told him,
just to
like,
piss him
hey.
off?
I don't think so.
Because it seemed like Tony was
It-
laughing. It seemed like he's like, I like to see him yell.
Maybe.
That's how I took it. It was
May-
like Tony
maybe.
was like, oh,
I didn't
I'll
take it
I'll
that
get a kick at fuck this new guy because he's a hey Tony Soprano a couple episodes ago. So then make him get yelled at, and I think he enjoyed it.
I think Tony was just like trying to keep him busy and keep it clean, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, fucking Sylvia was crazy when it comes to because it was the other guys that warmed him. Like Tony didn't say anything, so I don't know, but he could have been fucking with them.
Because he was laughing the whole time, and like a huge smile on his face.
Well, and then at one point Sylvia even says "fuck you" to Tony.
Oh really?
Yeah, he goes, "Hey, fuck you." Tony's just laughing. It's like
I thought Tony was pretty funny.
it was cool too that Tony said they used like at the end when they were like drinking the champagne because they had
They
made money.
80 boxes of ziti.
Yeah. They said that they used to peek through a fence to watch the game or something. Like Junior
And
chased
Junior
him
would
out
chase him.
when they were kids. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, I thought it was cool, but I was expecting to see like all the mobsters and the capos and everybody playing in this game, not just like
I kind of did
No.
too, but then it made sense to get like rich doctors and shit there.
yeah,
Yeah. So that's really Frank Sinatra Jr.
really.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wow.
Yeah. He played himself. I forgot that first poker game. Did you guys notice? The guy.
Apparently, I didn't.
The guy Vito was in the poker game, so
Uh-huh.
like he was to like, I think he lost to Dave. Davey lost to him, but he was in the. He was like the only other guy in the poker game that we didn't know or whatever. Big fat dude. He's the one that fucking Christopher fucking said, "Hey, take a walk," and I said that guy's in it later.
The same character.
No, he's Vito now. I don't know who he was in
Maybe
that
he got
episode.
a name change.
But, like,
Don Vito.
That's what I'm saying. This guy, if he's in a poker game with fucking mobsters, he's not letting
Right.
Christopher kick him out of the fucking
That's-
store.
Maybe he's got a twin brother.
Oh,
Is there any like twin brother twists in Sopranos? Like, hey, you met my evil twin brother.
Polly has a twin brother.
Oh, what's his name? Dolly.
Mm-hmm.
Polly and Dolly.
Yep.
If you had twins, would you name them something like that?
No, his name's Wally.
Oh, Polly and Wally. I guess Dolly
It's
would
Wally.
be the girl.
Yeah, it's Polly Walnuts and Wally Peanuts. Say that shit 2 times fast. Fuck, it took me about 6 seconds to just say that.
Polly Walnuts and Wally Peanuts. I know I'll fuck that up if I keep going.
You can literally see Hess's mind
He's like-
working when he's... No. It's
Polly Walnuts and Wally Peanuts. Put that on a t-shirt.
He was so happy with himself.
That was good. Don't get
We
me
haven't
wrong.
had a t-shirt in a while. That'd be a good t-shirt.
a good T-shirt idea.
I
Did you
really
hear what I
want to.
just said? Did you hear what I just said? I said Polly Walnuts and Wally Peanuts.
Okay, he's fucking lost his mind.
In true Polly fashion.
Don't egg him on.
That's good.
Don't egg him on.
That was real good. It's probably the funniest thing Hess has done on this podcast.
Wow.
Not that time he shit himself.
That was off the podcast. That was when it ended.
okay.
And all of a sudden he's like,
So during the poker game,
did you fucking game? All of a sudden he starts to struggle. Half his face is melted down.
Yeah, it's like
It
it did kind of feel like I looked at the Ark of the Covenant for a second. Richie shows up.
Yeah. I was waiting for
what
that.
Are the odds?
I remembered him showing up and catching
3 to
the guy
1.
there.
3 to 1. Is
Yeah.
that what they started? Yeah.
That's 3 to 1. Actually, probably better than that because he owed him money and they were having a poker game and he told him not to come and then he's playing poker, so it was.
And then he comes really fast.
Yeah, it was bound to happen. So Richie fucking basically fucks up the poker game, which
Yeah.
That's like the straw for Tony.
Tony loses it. They're like, fuck this, we're out of here because we're not gangsters. They still made their money and it was kind of over anyways.
Yeah.
But Richie steps out of line there. But I like how Tony's like when they go to that funeral later. Tony's like, fuck you, he's paying me first.
Yeah.
I like
He's-
that too. Then
that's
he's
my
like,
ruling.
and then what do they get like? They're gonna look at me weird if I don't do anything too.
Yeah, which is true.
Yeah.
And then he said, he goes, it's your ball. You make the rules. He's like, I don't make the rules.
Yeah,
the
they've
rules
been
are already
here.
here. Yeah.
They've been there, yeah.
Which is true also. I mean, they're really. And then you got, so they go to that funeral. I guess it's Barbara's father-in-law.
Something
Died.
like
Yes, I
that.
don't know.
He died.
Fucking Livia's just,
We haven't seen Livia in a long time.
Yeah, we got a couple glimpses of her this time.
Yeah.
So, on the ride home, she's fucking like Jerome in the backseat, just sound asleep. Did you know that? You drive anywhere, this fucker fall. Like, it wouldn't surprise me. You're coming to get him tomorrow. Way back, he might fall asleep in your car on the way.
I've never done that.
He's
But
done it
it-
to me about
It is
500
true.
times.
90% of the time I'm in a car ride, if it's longer than an hour, I will be asleep for part of it.
I've literally, I'm like driving home from my mom's. You're like your freeway. You're going like 65, and it's like quiet. And then you look over, and he's like this.
Yeah, the car puts me to sleep.
And I'm like, what are you, fucking 2 years old? Like, what is the deal?
I can anytime I'm in a car I can sleep.
But anyway, so she's asleep, and now fucking Janice is in Richie's ear, and then Hess's phone falls over.
Hess just got shot.
He,
What would you do when his phone fell down? You just heard boom, and a spatter of blood flew on the wall in front of his phone. Would you think he's fucking with us? Or would you think he got killed?
I think it would
I
be
think-
fucking with us,
Right.
but I wouldn't be sure.
You'd be like, Hess.
Because I went to
Hess.
Hollywood and got,
Well, all you have to do is
No.
get fake blood and be like on the wall.
Why would you have to go
And
to
you get
Hollywood?
like a bang.
I don't know, just.
Where do you get fake
Speed.
blood? Hollywood. All right, I'll be back in 16 hours.
You know, that'd be a good like little funny bit video. Is Hess is trying to prank us, and he only thinks he can go to Hollywood to get like props like that. So he goes there to get a fake gun and blood and all that, and just to
Yeah.
fuck with us. That'd be a
Good
good little video.
So
Good little video.
what I was gonna say is
Janice.
Janice and Richie are turning into Livia and Junior.
Yeah.
Oh, I never even thought about it that way, but yeah.
You know,
100%.
she's in his ear telling him what to do and manipulating. She's kind of becoming Livia.
Yeah, I got the her turning into Lily part, but I never put them together like that. That's good.
The car ride makes it like that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of their conversations were on the way to fucking Tony's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the whole episode, Meadow, just, it is kind of funny. And I guess this is the way TV shows work. But we're like, hey, we meet this guy. His son's going to college too.
Yeah.
Okay, now the episode's about him. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just by chance now, his son's going to sing a song with Meadow, and they're going to practice
Yeah.
the whole episode, even though we'd never seen this fuck before.
Yeah.
And I know, I mean, it's just part of it, but it's kind of
It
funny.
is.
It's kind of funny.
It is.
Like I feel like most TV shows now kind of get away from that. So like we would have saw him probably like 2 or 3 episodes ago. They would have teased him in and stuff like
yeah,
that.
for sure.
It wouldn't be like he's in this episode now, and now they're boyfriend and girlfriend, and we're gonna steal his car.
Well, it's
Is
just,
this it? Is it? He's not in it anymore, or is he?
I think his dad's in it.
I think
couple more episodes or one more episode at least.
I'm
I don't know
pretty
about
sure,
him.
if I recall, Central
The
Park in
parking
Fall. They take over a store.
Oh.
That might be next.
And they're like,
episode.
"Hey, you want some supplies? I got some."
Because
supplies
they're like, oh, you
for
can't
here."
pay me. This is what
Yeah.
happened. Now you're mobbed up, and like we're just good. And basically, they ruin his business.
Yeah.
I think that's, and then he's in there for
Spoilers.
that. Yeah, a little bit. But who? I mean, it's not like it's a main.
That's a major
thing.
pop player. That ruins the whole show.
It's not a major pop pay.
It's a major pop pie.
Oh, like fucking Cartman.
You fucked Cartman?
Fuck my butt.
Richie did apologize to Tony at the
Yeah, he
funeral.
did.
I might have already mentioned this to you, but does Richie remind you of the actor that's in Superbad, and he's also like the uncle in Grounded for Life? Like, you know the guy's dating the girl that gets the period blood stain? He's one of the dudes that's in Pineapple Express that hunts down them.
No.
He looks like him a lot to me. He looks like the old mobster version of him for me.
You know who? Go ahead, finish it.
No, you go ahead first.
No, I was done.
Melfi's therapist. Guess who Abby thinks he looks like?
Peter Bogdanovich.
Adam Sandler.
Al fucking Pacino.
Has she ever seen Al Pacino?
What is with
Yeah.
people mixing up Al Pacino with shit recently? We saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Angela thought Al Pacino. You know the guy in Game of Thrones that was in it one episode, and like the guy from Deadwood that was in it.
Okay.
She
All
thought
right.
that was him the whole
Yeah.
time. Do you know who that is?
Not really.
You know the guy that's hanging out with the Hound.
He was the guy that brought the
brought
hound back.
the Hound back, and he ends up getting
And then
killed in that episode.
He was in one
Oh,
episode, and then they
okay.
hung his
yeah,
ass.
Yeah.
She thought Al Pacino was him for the whole movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of hanging,
You know, what's funny is we're gonna be at his house doing the next podcast. Hopefully, we can get that live because they never do that when I'm there. Like when we do videos there.
I know. I feel like you like lock them in a closet when you do a podcast. I never hear
They're
them.
usually like just sitting right next to me on the floor, but they don't do that. I don't get it. Maybe I just don't excite them. I don't know.
It's, you know.
I just pictured you trying to excite a dog. You know, like really fucked with me a little bit.
Like what? Like me? Like
Like-
strip teasing? Like come on?
Yeah, kind of.
Come on, puppy, get excited, puppy.
Yeah, I could see that.
Who knows? Maybe I'll do that next time. I'll try it out.
I did like the they had to show. I think his name was Eric. He's like,
Northman?
no,
Mm.
he like gets in his car and like drives. And they're like, oh yeah, they have to show his car.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
know that we stole his car.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he takes Meadow to
Yeah,
fucking.
that's how she's like, wait, this is Eric's car.
So I
Like he wouldn't pull the thing hanging from the rear view.
Yeah, that's
you
what
know
I thought. I was like, why don't you fucking clean the car up, Tony, you lazy fuck?
he didn't give a fuck. He probably didn't think she was gonna act like that.
He should. He doesn't want. He has so many fights with his daughter. You think he'd be like, oh, I'll take this down so I don't have one more fight with her.
He doesn't have as
It
many
always- it
fights
always-
as Carmela.
Yeah, it always, hey, I'm doing this for you. What do you want? You keep yelling at me.
You know what I liked is when his argument was, you know what, fuck you, I'll sell it, and then I'll buy you
Yeah.
shoes and CDs and all this other shit with the money.
Yeah.
And she's like,
That I do anyways, and that I've always done.
yeah, and
She's
she
like, you know what? That's not a bad idea, actually.
and she was like,
Eat a dick.
What's funny is he actually does sell you on like how
Yeah.
he got it, because he's like the guy made a bet and he gave it to me and blah blah. Like,
and then made another bet.
Yeah, and like in the way he's like spits
Couldn't
it to
pay,
her is
that's
like
it.
But
it makes sense.
and she defended him kind of towards Eric when Eric quits,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely.
and she's like, your dad's not innocent. Fuck your
Yeah.
gangster dad, and fucking. And he leaves. I'm like, oh, that'll teach him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
You know, one thing you probably never say to a gangster's daughter is "fuck your gangster dad,"
Yeah, probably not.
especially when it's Tony Soprano.
I'm pretty sure like he is in the next because I remember something about him not going to college
Oh, really?
because of all this shit.
oh.
So, or maybe he
Sounds about-
goes to community
about
college or something about college.
something gets
happens.
fucked up for him because
Yeah.
of it.
But I did like too how she gets to sing solo at the end, which is what
Yeah,
she
she
wanted
got
in
what
the
she
first.
wanted, anyways.
And then
Carm's like, what a lucky brain.
and Tony's like, I wonder what happened. And
Yeah.
like they have no idea the chaos they caused
No,
Yeah.
or that
no
he
clue.
caused.
just right over the heads.
Yeah, but those are those two episodes. I really like these episodes.
I enjoyed them. Can't wait to watch the next two.
Well, you have to because you're going on vacation.
Yeah.
We just do that for an hour.
We could
How,
be ostriches.
how long do you think people would watch? We're just like at each other for a whole hour.
Well, not longer than an hour.
Sometimes I really hate talking. To
Maybe
you.
you should make that video, Jerome.
Just like
and
just like keep cutting back and forth, just being like,
Wait, then can we just do it for like a minute? And
yeah,
then
well,
you-
that's what he just
Yeah,
said.
and loop
What
it.
we just did, I'll loop
Yeah.
that for an hour. That'll be our next video. Literally looks like he's having a seizure over there.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
He's like,
And then you go, ah!
Oh, you were doing Furio. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I just thought you were.
I thought he was like.
I think it's hilarious how Pussy's like can't pronounce his fucking name, and he's so pissed about it.
I think he was fucking with him at first until
Was he?
until he was. I think the first time until he had to leave and he got to stay.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, well, now I've been fucking with him. I didn't even learn his name. So now I'm
Yeah.
gonna, you know what I mean?
Furio's still in the show. Reminds me of somebody, and I have no fucking clue who. When I looked him up already previously on this podcast, and he's nothing else I've seen. It's really annoying.
You know, I was at work and I ran out of podcasts to listen to, so I listened to our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And you brought that up. Hey, Furio reminds me of someone. I don't know who it is. And then you said, who did you say?
He said, "What's the movie he always says every time someone looks familiar?"
Dragon
V
Ball
for
Z.
Vendetta. V for Vendetta.
I was close. It had a letter in it.
Oh yeah, V for Vendetta.
They're
Yeah, I did
like,
see
what's that guy? And he's like, V for Vendetta.
Yeah. Well, so
Every time.
I'm walking down the, because it's kind of nice going in before the store opens, so I can just listen to shit for 3
that.
hours.
Right.
So I'm like, and you're like, V for Vendetta, and I was like, I can kind of see that now that I listen to it again.
Oh my god! Now you're on Hess's side. Are
Well,
you
no, he
fucking
kind of
kidding me?
has his face kind of looks like that a little
Right.
bit.
Thank you.
You know,
I got a feeling
That
that
might
he
be
didn't
the-
even think that. He
that-
just said V for
oh,
Vendetta.
it certainly could be. I'm not saying that, but I was like, yeah, I could see that.
I'm disappointed in you completely.
I actually giggled a couple times.
Wow, you giggling
know.
on our podcast like a little schoolgirl?
Well, because you're like, we just say some stupid shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is
What
wrong
have
with
I
this?
ever said on this podcast that's stupid?
Pretty much like 90% of what you say is stupid.
Wow, that's pretty fucked up. Did you guys watch last week's podcast?
No, I only listened.
Did you watch it, Hess? That's a no.
Probably about. No, I think I watched like 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Did
of
you
it.
get to the part where
10, 15, 20 minutes?
rewinded it back?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I heard that part.
Uh,
No, I did watch
yeah.
that
Was
part.
it weird?
We
Oh,
both
yeah, 'cause I
we
showed you.
both said it, right?
Yeah, you guys both end up saying it.
Yeah.
I put that on the
Yeah.
screen. Yeah,
Although
that's
I
what
will like to admit, listening to it with headphones in,
No, you got the.
I said it first. Cause
There's a delay with the iPad, so maybe you said it at the same time.
no, because you said the clink, and you're like, oh, is that what? And no, it's the door, and you go, no, it's the motherfucking door. If you
Just
would have
like
said
that.
motherfucker like 800 times, because then I made fun of you
Just
for
like
it,
that.
When
Yeah.
I move, you move.
just like that.
That's right.
We all move
Biggest dick in
together.
Atlanta. Biggest dick in Atlanta.
We need a shirt when I move, you move.
What if I like my mind broke and that's all I could say was biggest dick in Atlanta, biggest dick in Atlanta,
He's like the holder of a
biggest
big
dick
stick
in
in
Atlanta,
Atlanta.
biggest dick
It'd
in
be
Atlanta,
fun doing a. What do you think about this episode? Biggest dick in Atlanta.
biggest dick in Atlanta, and everybody's like, what the
Would you
fuck?
do different expressions with like your face? Like try to tell me something sad.
So
by-
basically
by
you're
saying
Groot.
Big stick. Oh, this is like their exercise in the show. They're like A B A B.
Hey,
Try to tell me a sad story by saying biggest dick in Atlanta.
It's like the biggest dick in Atlanta. And biggest dick in Atlanta. You're not allowed to laugh.
that was sad.
Biggest dick in
Right?
Atlanta. Biggest dick in Atlanta.
I think
Biggest dick
you
in
should
Atlanta.
go with biggest balls in Chandler.
Oh, is that you?
Chandler?
Is that you?
You don't live in Chandler?
No.
And biggest balls in Phoenix?
Biggest balls in Arizona for sure.
Mm,
I
know
doubt
about that.
anybody here has bigger balls
pretty,
than you.
You're pretty close to Chandler.
Yeah, right across the fucking I-10 is Chandler.
So do you think anybody in Arizona has bigger balls than you?
I'm sure, yes.
You guys
No.
ready to wrap up this hot dog and eat it?
What?
Is that a no?
I was going to answer you
Hmm,
because
okay.
you're fucking stupid.
Well. That's it for the podcast, everybody. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Comment down below something that we talked about. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Toodle fucking Lou.
There we go.
It's the motherfucking door!